All righty then. It's that time of the week. It's Wednesday, and you guys know what that means. It's time for a live professional wrestling stream where we talk about rumors and stuff like that of professional wrestling. If you guys have any questions or rumors that you want to talk about, leave them in the chat. They are over there. And if there's other stuff that I missed talking about this week that you guys want me to talk about next week, you guys are more than welcome to, send me a message and everything like that. Put it in the comments of the previous video and we'll get to it. So yeah, anyways, we got some breaking news today. Seth Rollins injured, possibly could be missing WrestleMania. This is not part of the storyline that was set up. Pretty much this was real life. So if you guys don't know, Raw happened this past Monday. Well, it happens every Monday. It's the longest weekly episodic television show, according to Michael Cole. And what happened was that the main event segment was Triple H pretty much just saying, I don't want to bury Seth. I don't want to bury Rollins. I'm tired of being that guy. So Seth, come on out here. So Seth Rollins came out, looked like he was going to face Triple H. Out comes the Destroyer, Samoa Joe, making his WWE debut. And the Destroyer pretty much kicked the living shit out of Seth Rollins. We just got the report today that Seth Rollins is injured, could most likely miss WrestleMania. And that hurts. That really hurts, not only for Seth Rollins, but it hurts the WWE. Because when you look at it, with how the WWE has been promoting and pushing / shoving Seth Rollins down our throat, the guy is going to possibly miss 2 WrestleManias back-to-back. That's not good. They put a lot of time and a lot of investment into Seth Rollins' character. I mean, really, to be honest, that they give a fuck about this guy if he's going to feud with Triple H himself at WrestleMania 33. He was planned to face Triple H at WrestleMania 33. You got to think they care about this guy. They really want to do something with this guy. And once again, he's missing another WrestleMania. Most likely. We don't know yet. It's up in the air. But that just asks the question, who should Triple H fight at WrestleMania? I've been saying all along, if Triple H wants to fight someone at WrestleMania and put someone over, it should be Shinsuke Nakamura. I said, I don't know why he would fight Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, have it where he fights Seth Rollins at Royal Rumble, then at WrestleMania he fights Shinsuke, because Shinsuke currently has been the biggest face of NXT that they quite had in quite some time, and he would make the most sense for Triple H to put over at that event. I've been saying that for months now, but they wanted to go to Seth Rollins' route, go right ahead, go down with the Seth Rollins route, and this is what happens. Now we're 2 months away from the biggest event of the year, and we don't even know if Seth Rollins can wrestle at that event. So, yeah, Samoa Joe makes his debut. Congrats to Joe. Happy that the guy is finally on WWE TV. Never thought I would see that in my life. But, yeah. With that, Joe cements himself as a golden child. No, Joe is not a golden child. No, golden children do not change. They've been golden children for so long. Sorry, Dynasty. I just hate when people try to force people inside the golden children. The golden children you can't force. They're there for a reason. They are. But yeah, so Seth Rollins could be injured. Well, he is injured. It's like pretty much settled. But it's just pretty much like WWE and Seth Rollins. Like, it kind of sucks for both of them because, like, Seth Rollins, if you think about it, WrestleMania 31, he ended the show like as WWE champion. Now he could possibly miss 33, where he had a big match lined up with Triple H. It's just gotta suck. So, yeah. Okay. I'm just promoting this on Twitter. If you guys can do so as well, that would be awesome. And also, if you guys are just joining in, hit that thumbs up button and give this video a big old like. That'd be awesome. Anyways, now time to talk about the WWE Elimination Chamber, and then I'll answer all your guys' questions and stuff like that, and rumors that you guys have heard. Like, I don't really want to dive too much into, like, actual rumors. Like, I saw a rumored WrestleMania card, but I was just kind of like, no, it's kind of outside of WWE news is that Lucha Underground is going to debut on Netflix February 15th. Lucha Underground will be on Netflix. So the day after Valentine's Day, if you do have a woman in your life, you can treat her, and then you can go watch Lucha Underground on Netflix, which is good because I think Lucha Underground would actually get some traction, some followers that aren't even wrestling fans, because they'll be like, what the fuck is Lucha Underground? Thinking it's some TV show, and then they turn out to be a wrestling promotion, and they'll end up liking that at the end of the day. Now, who is in the chamber. I'm pretty sure I can remember who's in the chamber off the top of my head. So yes, will be defending his newly won WWE Championship against against AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, The Miz, and Dean Ambrose inside the Elimination Chamber. I'm not going to make any official predictions here, but it's good to know that we actually know who the fuck is going to be inside the chamber. And actually, when you look inside this chamber match in itself, it looks like it's going to be a good match. Like it's actually going to be something. It's actually going to be something that's pretty damn good. Like I think that the opponents in it are awesome. I think that's going to be a fun little exchanges that we're going to see. Just don't expect Bray Wyatt to walk out as champion. That's all I got to say about that. All right, then let's go to some questions. Dan Bones, when is John Cena going to get off my TV? Once he retires, Dan Bones, which doesn't seem like anytime soon. Like, Dan, I know you have a personal vendetta against Cena and Triple H, but your reasoning's really weak. That's why I wish you had a microphone and you could come on to these streams, because maybe you could actually debate. You would most likely not do so well because I would counteract your points very well. But I wish you did have a microphone, because seriously, your reasonings for saying fuck Triple H and fuck John Cena, but not Brock Lesnar or Goldberg, are just so asinine and stupid. That's just me. At least I'll tell you to your face, Dan Bones. I'm not like most YouTubers that would just avoid your questions. I at least tell you to your face. Speaking of Cena, it's going to be Miz and Maurice versus Cena and Nikki. LL. Nikki retires and Cena proposes. What the fuck? Oh, God. That sounds absolutely... Is that what they would do at WrestleMania? That would be like one of the worst things you could do with John Cena at WrestleMania, to be honest. Like, instead of him like defending his like 16th title, they're just gonna have it where he just proposes to Nikki Bella. That sounds awful. Not a Rollins fan at all, but I feel bad for him. If he misses WrestleMania again, WWE might be afraid to push him once he's back. If indeed he's going to miss an extended period of months, says JC1986. And then Kadeem Simon asks, do you think Rollins is a bust or for face of company? And then Wrestling with Reality says Seth Rollins getting injured is probably for Joe career. Okay, so Rollins is not really a bust. Sucks for WWE. Like, I guess you could say he's a bust because he's getting injured a lot. He suffered another major knee injury. And for his style of wrestling, you know, he relies on a lot of athletic stuff. That's why it doesn't hurt as bad when a Roman Reigns gets injured. Because when a Reigns gets injured, Reigns' wrestling style is still going to be the same. It's not going to change all that much. He's still going to be doing this same fucking shit. Seth Rollins, when he suffers an injury like that, he has to change his style. Now, you're telling me your style, because of the way you wrestle, what makes me think that your style is good enough in the first place? What makes me think that you know how to wrestle if you have to keep changing your fucking style? At least with Reigns and Cena and Triple H and guys like that, you know, even Stone Cold, when they got injured, they didn't have to change their fucking style. They still were able to wrestle their same style. Seth Rollins, once again, will probably have to change his style. And everyone's going to be like, no, he didn't get injured during the match. Yeah, but even then, you got to think, like, if he's getting injured by getting beaten down by Samoa Joe, he must be selling something wrong. He must not be taking the bumps correctly. I mean, for real. But would you call him a bust? I don't know. It's not like WWE had high plans. I guess WWE did have high plans for him. So, yeah, I guess he is considered a bust in some regards. If Seth misses Mania, who will Triple H face at Mania? Either Balor or Balor, as I like to call him, and or Nakamura. Those are like the only other two results that you could get. And both would kind of make sense because both did feud with Joe at NXT. So they could kind of be like, oh, we can beat up Samoa Joe and then face you Triple H. I hope Seth can make it to Mania. I hope it's just like nothing too serious, and maybe we just won't see Seth wrestle until WrestleMania. It would suck for him because Seth would be clearly like not in the best ring shape to face Triple H at WrestleMania, so the match itself would kind of suffer a little bit, but I still think it's fine. Still think it'll do good. Like, I don't think the match would totally blow. Like, it'd be hard for that match to totally suck. If you get what I'm saying. I don't see how that match could suck. You know, it's both Triple H and Rollins. Both are pretty damn good workers, if you ask me. Oh, look at these guys. These people have signed for the National Signing Day. You know, a lot of people have signed somewhere. Like all the schools are like showing it. people for National Signing Day. That's insane. National Signing Day. It's becoming like such a big event for college football and stuff like that. Like just all college sports, to be honest. What else is going on in wrestling? Is there like anything? It's like a Wednesday. It's like always dead. That's why I rely on you guys to ask the questions. I can't just always think of random bullshit. You guys saw my latest video, the new era of the WWE. Do you still believe in it? Check it out if you haven't seen it already. It was a fun little video I did because, I was just kind of thinking about it, and I pondered, and I just said, fuck it. Why not? Let's just make a funny little video, and I decided to do it. It's what I believe in, too. I believe that the new era op, and I don't know why fans keep on wanting to defend it. I don't know why fans still want to believe in it. I don't know why fans want to, like, push it and shove it down our throats. There's no new era. This era hasn't changed. It's the same shit. I mean, wrestling, if anything, the only thing that has changed in wrestling are the fans. The fans and their acquired taste, especially the hardcore fans, those are the only people that have changed. But the hardcore fans are such a minority that really, to be honest, WWE catering to them would be such a joke, hard enough as it is. Because, like, I watch the product with a lot of casual fans. I try to get casual fans into the product. And really, to be honest, it's hard for casual fans wanting to sit down and watch the wrestling product. I think a lot of hardcore wrestling fans don't really understand that because they watch it with other hardcore wrestling fans. They never bring in casual fans. And when they do bring in casual fans, they try to force casual fans how to think what they think. I don't. A lot of my casual friends think Dean Ambrose is the coolest wrestler on planet Earth. Now, I don't think that, but they do. So I let them. I let them think The Miz sucks because that's what they're supposed to think. They're supposed to think The Miz sucks. They're not supposed to like the guy. I let them. I let them do what they need to do. I let them be who they want to be. I let them cheer for who they want to cheer. Not like everyone else that brings a casual fan on to prove a point and then forces them to think my opinion. I could care less if my casual fans think like me. I just want them to enjoy the product, find a way to enjoy the wrestling product, but it's so hard. And fans say just cater to us hardcore fans for what? Why should we cater to the hardcore fans? Why should we go the distance for these fans? Why? Because you're the most loyal fans? Please. We listen to most loyal fans of any game or any company or any sport. They won't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's true. There's a reason why Vince McMahon has $1 billion and he's sitting in his throne room right now laughing. It's because he knows what the fuck he's doing. Well, all the times we say Vince is out of touch and stuff like that. That's another video that I'm planning on doing. Is talking about how Triple H may not be best for business. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, what, Chase, you love Triple H. Triple H is like one of your favorites. Yeah, in-ring Triple H. I'm talking about behind-the-scenes Triple H. How he may not be best for business. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. Don't really want to spoil the video. But that's another video that I'm planning because I feel like a lot of people, I always get pissed off when people think it's like Vince loves Roman. When you should know goddamn well that Triple H loves Roman more than Vince. And that Triple H has been pushing for Roman for years now. But yet, for whatever reason, everyone thinks Vince McMahon is like the end-all, be-all, like loves Roman Reigns, jacks off to Roman Reigns, which makes no sense. It's always been Triple H. Triple H has always been the guy to push Roman. Triple H has always been the one to want Roman featured as a star. But I don't know. Everyone's like clouded by their Triple H love of the NXT and stuff like that. I don't know. Since Randy Orton versus John Cena will happen next week on SmackDown, do you think it's a bigger hint that Cena will not be champion going into Mania? No, Weston, I think the match is not going to happen on SmackDown. I think they're going to pretty much have Bray Wyatt come out and attack Cena. I feel like this is all just chamber setup. That's some mind games. Is WWE going to trust Ambrose with the big-time money match for WrestleMania this year again? No. After the Brock Lesnar debacle, I think Ambrose this year is going to be part of the IC title clusterfuck. I think that's what Ambrose is going to do. I think that would be his best role right now. You can't really do anything with Ambrose right now that makes sense because like if WWE kept on building up that James Ellsworth fucked over Ambrose storyline, I know it sounds terrible enough to say this, but they could have done a decent program where it's like Ambrose has been waiting to kill Ellsworth, and we just get like a good comedy match at Mania, where it's just Ambrose destroying the fuck out of Ellsworth, and we just laugh as we just see this jobber just get jobbed to Kingdom Come, and everyone's gonna be like, "That would be terrible, that'd be dumb," and it's like, no, it'd be good because we barely get those jobber matches at Mania, and it'd be funny as fuck to finally see this guy get his comeuppance. He's been screwing Dean Ambrose at every chance he gets. Like, if Ellsworth screwed Ambrose at the Rumble and then screwed Ambrose inside the chamber and everything like that, and then finally Ambrose gets his hands on him and just destroys the living fuck out of him, it would be like, people can relate to that storyline because there's always that one person that annoys you in life that always like is like a little fucking tick, and they won't get off your skin. They keep bugging you and they keep on doing shit with you that you just don't want them to do, and you just want to beat them up and release your tension. You can live yourself through Dean Ambrose as he puts pain to James Ellsworth. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing ideas out there. I think it would work, right? Sounds good. Really, my cousin who's never watched wrestling saw Dean for the first time and thought he was a jobber. No, my friends think Dean Ambrose is badass. They like him. They're like, oh, Dean Ambrose is cool. Like, they think he's the best. You know. Your thoughts on AJ apparently facing Shane at Mania? Oh, I like it. I like the matchup. I think it's a good matchup for AJ Styles. I think it's a good matchup for Shane McMahon because like AJ Styles, like he needs something that either gets him to be a full-on heel or be a full-on baby face. And you can do stuff with Shane McMahon where he can play either a face or heel role. And honestly, if you're going to have Orton face for the title, AJ is not really the champion you want Orton to face. You either want Orton to face Cena for the whole light versus dark storyline that they're trying to do, or have him face Wyatt. But I feel like you can do Orton versus Wyatt at a later date, and that would be much better. At least in my personal opinion. Like, I want to be against Orton versus Wyatt at Mania, but I just feel like, why rush Orton versus Wyatt now? Why not just push that back when you can keep the interesting storyline at a later date? You know, because like you can keep building up Orton and Wyatt as like this two-man power trip type of deal. But you know, AJ versus Shane, I feel like that's one of the best matches because really, who else is AJ going to face? It's not like AJ has it where it could be like one person from Raw taking on a one person from SmackDown storyline because there's no one for AJ to face on Raw that's on AJ's level. You know, there's no one on Raw where you can be like, okay, this is a Raw versus SmackDown match. Let's go see who's the best between these two guys. There's no one on AJ's level for him to face on Raw. Everyone will be like, oh, what about Finn Balor? Like, why? Finn Balor hasn't done shit in over a year. He's been injured. He's not ready to face an AJ Styles. Samoa Joe just debuted. He's not ready to face an AJ Styles, right? Especially if you're trying to build up a Raw versus SmackDown match. Like, I don't feel like Samoa Joe has like this, I bleed red, like, you know, type of deal. I think he's like the destroyer right now. So, yeah. You're really hoping, yeah, Rich Boy. I hope the Rollins injury is a work too, because that would suck. I feel like it's pretty legit. I mean, they're going to Dr. James Andrews and stuff, and it doesn't seem like it. It just doesn't feel like a work to me. Like, I don't know, the WWE. I don't think they bullshit around too much with their injuries. Like when it comes to injuries and when it comes to announcing them, WWE normally doesn't fuck around with them. You know what I'm saying? Like they normally are pretty good. I feel like Raw is only getting ratings because they're using part-timer appearances. Well, yeah, that's the only reason why people care about the product anyways. I mean, like, Rick Attaboy, like, go watch my recent video that I did. I said, like, you know, the new era is bullshit. You know, there's no such thing as a new era. It's, like, all part-timers. You see a potential triple threat match at Mania where it's Cena versus Orton versus Bray Wyatt. Yeah, I could see that. Like, honestly, I wouldn't write that out of the possibility, Weston. I think that could be a good possibility. I don't know if Bray would be champ or if Cena would be champ, but I could see that where it's like the Wyatts are like trying to take away the light that is John Cena. I don't know. But answer your question, Draven G. Yes, I think AJ facing Shane at Mania is probably the best route for AJ Styles because you can make him heel, you can make him face in that situation. And same thing for Shane. You can make Shane the face of Shane the heel. And I feel like you get the best, at least in my personal opinion. I don't know why my camera's so blurry. Like, it's ridiculous. Maybe because I'm on too high of like a fucking frame rate or something. I don't know. More questions, more rumors. Surprised Dan Bones hasn't responded yet. Maybe he still doesn't have facts about how Brock Lesnar and Goldberg ruined wrestling too. You think it's funny that Raw is basically for hardcore fans, and yet the hardcore fans can't stand Raw? Yeah, right? It is. You're Rick D. Boy. I'm just saying, man. Breakfast Club, brother. There's no stories to be told in promotional matches at WrestleMania. Yeah, well, there's no stories at all that are built up for it. Like, if you had one guy who was really good on Raw and one guy who's really good on SmackDown, and you're like, oh, man, I wonder what happened if those two faced off, then, yeah, that's a story. But there's no story there. It's like Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. Who would win? You can tell a story in those matches. It's just that depends on the performers. But there's no performers worth a damn. Like, everyone just likes to throw out names because they think it's going to be a 5-star classic match and everything like that. So, who knows? Who knows what WWE will do? Why is Roman Reigns facing Taker again? Taker's a big star. Roman is a mid-carder in a main event role. Face Taker. Dean Ambrose faced Undertaker. I don't think Roman has ever faced Taker. Roman versus Taker. Guess that's what WWE wants to do. I feel like they can save Taker and Cena till Mania 34, which would be a much more suitable place for a Cena versus Taker. Because, you know, the whole New Orleans, that's where Taker's streak ended. Taker wants his big revenge. What bigger revenge than taking out the face that runs the place in John Cena? That sounds pretty awesome. Reigns and Taker, honestly, I just don't know what would be like the storyline heading onto it. Are they going to turn Roman heel? And will that even work if they turn him heel at this juncture? Roman too over with the fans. You know, I just don't know what they're trying to accomplish. And I know people are like, oh, no, like Roman as a heel, people will boo him. It's going to be great. No, people will cheer him. You guys don't know what you're talking about. I've been saying it for years. You guys don't. They will cheer him. What you're trying to do, how does this help get Roman over? Yeah, you missed the discussion on what Joe and Triple H are going to do now. I said either fight Nakamura or Finn Balor or Finn Balor. Would you like to see Harper as a babyface down the line with the new gimmick? Keep the gimmick, but definitely a babyface for sure. But keep the gimmick. You know, he's already been like that. What else are you going to do with the guy? Fine. I don't know what else you would do with him. So keep the gimmick. What character would you repackage Sami Zayn in order to make him interesting? It's hard for Sami Zayn because like they literally have done a lot to suck the life out of the guy to make you not want to really care about him. Really, to be honest here, if I were to rebook Sami Zayn as a character to get him interesting, he would have to get a character first. Come underneath the mask again, make him stupid ass El Generico. Screw it. Himself, not interesting. What he's doing now, not interesting. Being the underdog, not interesting. Just make him I'll just make him a goof. I'll just make him El Generico again. Fuck it, why not? Work for him on the independents. It'd be funny. You could be like have split personalities. I think that'd be great. Like, why not? Why not do that? I don't see no problem with that. I don't see how that hurts. Oh. Yeah, why not? Just do that. Have him like pretend he's like a cruiserweight El Generico, and then like he's all of a sudden it's like Sami Zayn's backstage, and then it's like the Santina theme. Like Neville's all like, I know that was you, Sami, trying to attack me with the cruiserweight title after the cruiserweight title matches El Generico, and then Sami Zayn's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Neville. I've been back here the whole time eating some catering. No, this is good. Like you just have Sami Zayn just play some like goopy, like he's just so dumb he doesn't realize what's going on around him, and Neville just wants to kill him, and it turns out El Generico's not Sami Zayn or something. That'd be great. But then again, what do I know? What the fuck do I know? Undertaker has go over. I don't care if Roman turns heel. Taker goes over. No questions asked. Well, yeah, sure. Let's just have Undertaker just beat young guys because Dow helped him get over. I agree, JC. WWE can't book heels to save their lives. If they did book heels to save their lives, we would actually have a good product. Do you think Jack Gallagher should be the one to beat Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship? Is good and entertaining. I like him, but no, not the one to beat Neville. I feel like you give that to either Cedric Alexander. I feel like Cedric Alexander would be a better choice. I don't know why WWE's not doing anything with him. Like, he was one of the MVPs of the Cruiserweight Classic. So yeah, I think WWE finally gives Zayn the WWE title years too late when we don't care anymore. Well, I don't care in general about Sami Zayn, but sure. I don't think he should win the title at all. Sure. You want to give him a pity title run, go right ahead. Cena defends the title in a chamber match, but the competitors would be Baron Corbin, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper. Well, they already announced the competitor straight shooter. It's Baron Corbin, Bray Wyatt, The Miz, Dean Ambrose, Cena, and AJ. Those are in the chamber. They announced it on SmackDown Live last night. They already announced it. They already announced who's in the chamber. Would it be funny to ask Sami Zayn if Finn Balor have a Dragon Ball Z fusion form called the Generic Demon? Oh, that'd be funny. You just have it where like Sami Zayn wears like the Generico stuff with the demon face paint. Like JB will be freaking out. Not abused! And then he just starts screaming random shit. Sounds like a plan. I don't know what's going on with my fucking camera, dude. Like, seriously, like, this camera sucks with live streams. Like, I don't know if it's for you guys, but on my end, like, on the playback, it's, like, blurry as fuck. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm not good with this whole, like, understanding frame rates and shit. If you guys are good with this, please tell me how to fix this, because this is very annoying. At least to me. It looks blurry as fuck. Like, on my end, it looks, like, really nice. Like, it looks super nice. Like, on my end, like, I look, like, crystal clear and everything, but then I feel like on your guys' end, I'm like just some blurry blob, which I don't want. I want it to look all nice and pretty. Do you think Naomi is underrated? I've been saying she's underrated for years, so yeah. Draven G, I think the Cruiserweight match at Mania is going to be the annual ladder match. I would like that. That'd be good. Actually make the Cruiserweights exciting. Is AJ Styles the best in the world? He's great, but I wouldn't say best in the world. I mean, he's one of the best wrestlers right now. But best in the world, I don't know. A lot of good, stiff competition there. See American Alpha versus Revival at Mania with Revival debut at the Chamber. Sure. I don't know when the Revival are going to debut. I think the Revival are actually going to debut after WrestleMania. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think they're going to debut after the Chamber. It's blurry here to try lowering the resolution on your stream. I don't know how to do that shit. I honestly do not know how to do that shit. I don't know how to resolution on the stream. Like seriously, like you guys look at this shit right here. Crystal fucking clear. Oh yeah, I guess that makes it fucking worse. But yeah, I fucking see my shit crystal clear on my end. So I don't know how to make this shit lower the resolution. I don't know how to do that shit. I'm not tech savvy. Maybe next stream we'll set it up where we try to lower the resolution and everything like that. Okay, maybe. All right. But yeah, I don't know when the Revival is going to debut. I probably would have the Revival debut after WrestleMania. Like, why debut before WrestleMania? Like they're nobodies, and so it's just like, oh yeah, look at this tag team. You're going to face American Alpha for the tag team titles. It's like, who are these guys though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who are these fucks? That's what I'm saying. Like, who are these fucks? Like that's what I wouldn't get. Like, I would just be like, who are these guys? Like, why would I care that they're fighting for the tag team titles? How many WWE shows I've been to? Like over 24 or 25 of them. I go to like almost every house show that they have in Anaheim and Los Angeles because I find house shows entertaining and fun. Been to a couple Raws and SmackDowns, like not probably like 4 Raws, 3 SmackDowns, and then pay-per-views that they come in Los Angeles I'll go to. Like I didn't go like every single year to SummerSlam, but I went to a couple of those SummerSlams when they would come to LA every year. And then went to Hell in a Cell. Like I have a day in the life vlog of Hell in a Cell last year. I was gonna go to Royal Rumble if they had it here in LA. I would have been more than what I've wanted. I was there live. Oh shit. What's up, Nathan? Do you see a video of WWE fans reacting to Roman Reigns being number 30? Yeah, I saw all those videos of those fans. Dude, those fans were like freaking out for no reason. They're like, oh, Roman, oh. Like it's so funny how sad some wrestling fans are, man. Like that's how much they hate one individual, dog. Like they just freak out. Like, and hey, man, like this just proves how much people care about Roman Reigns and how much like people are interested in this guy because like for real, dude, the guy comes out and like people are like giving a fuck that he's number 30 and people are getting mad and upset. They're angry. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why when fans go like, "Oh, Roman Reigns, like, he sucks, man. He's trash." It's like, dude, you all realize that how much you guys are just helping Roman Reigns more by just being like upset and angry at him and stuff like that. Like all you're doing, man, is just getting him over. Do you want to get a profession in covering pro wrestling? I don't think there's a profession in that. And then besides, you think WWE would really hire my ass? Oh, dude, they would hate me. I think Peter Rosenberg, where I'm like, oh, I ain't fucking not samurai. You know, I ain't any of those fucks. You think I'm gonna fucking get ever hired by WWE or TNA or anything that nature? I tell it how it is. They wouldn't like that. They don't like when people tell them how it is. So yeah, really, to be honest here, no, I want to do like sports, sure, but wrestling, no. Dan Man says no disrespect from anyone from Texas, but why do wrestling crowns from Corpus Christi suck so bad? Because Corpus Christi fans, from what I've heard, those fans actually believe kayfabe and stuff like that. Do you think WWE is trolling hardcore fans with Roman Reigns to this point? Yeah, they could be like a little troll. Like I think they're even trolling Roman Reigns backstage. Like, oh, they're gonna love you, Roman, and then Roman comes out. He's like, "What the fuck is this shit?" What do I want to do for a career, Jackson Humphrey? I want to work as a broadcast journalism major. Well, I want to work with radio and TV, working on scripts for news and stuff like that, like for radio news and like work as a radio broadcaster. And then also have some marketing in my background because marketing can get me like anywhere. So yeah, that's what I want to do for my career. Dead air. I always heard dead air is like bad. I like dead air. It's like nice and it's nice to relax a little bit. Let the lungs breathe a little bit right now, guys. So sorry if I'm not at the best of health. And no, I'm not going to answer questions about that. Just letting you guys know. Having trouble breathing. All right. Oh wow, they say my stream was offline. Well, fuck you, WWE. I'm trying to figure out how to like do stuff with the stream, to be honest with you. The stream's like hard. All right. Questions. Keep on coming, guys. Don't take a break. If there's one problem with the potential WrestleMania card, what would it be? No idea what you're doing with really Undertaker or Roman, to be honest, and making them fight each other, I think is like probably the worst idea. Like, I'm just being dead serious. Like, why? Like, why would someone be interested in wanting to see Roman Reigns and Undertaker fight each other? What have these guys done to make you care? Like Goldberg and Lesnar, okay, there's a reason there. Cena and Orton, you know, but there's at least a reason, right? It's not like it's nothing. So it's there. There's story and everything. You know, Rollins and Triple H story. But Reigns and Undertaker is just kind of like, what the fuck? Why are these guys fighting? Who cares that they're fighting too? Like, why? Do you see WWE becoming better as a whole in 2 to 5 years? Not really. If Rollins is a no-go for WrestleMania, then what will God do? God will fight Shinsuke or Balor. He'll pull a demon out of his ass or he'll pull an Asian out of his ass, one of those two, and he'll fight them. And he won't put them over. He'll be like, I'm the game. Would be funny to Eugene and no. I'm sorry, no. Thoughts on Cena? You think he's a good wrestler? I respect John Cena. I think he's a pretty standard wrestler. I don't think he's good. I think he can, like, Cena can get shit done in big matches. And it's not, like, sometimes I feel like when people break down Cena matches, they really like to break down the in-ring crap, which I don't think is really all that important, to be honest. From what Cena can do is, like, he's not a good storyteller. Like, I'll tell you first that Cena sucks at telling a story. And when Cena tells a story, it's one of the more basic storytelling elements. Like, unlike most people, when they break down Cena matches, where they'll break down the moves and they'll tell you why Cena sucks. The real reasons why Cena's not that good of a pro wrestler and not that good is really, to be honest, is because his storytelling sucks. He doesn't know where he's going with the storytelling. And I think it's mostly because Cena likes to go out there and just, like, feel the flow of the crowd, which is understandable. He likes to empty in with a blank canvas. But Cena, really, to be honest, it's just that he just doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with the crowd. He doesn't know what direction to take the crowd and anything like that. But when Cena's facing someone that the fans generally care about, or if it's something that's of interest, that's where Cena shines. When it's like, hey, people care about what's going on right now, then the fans will care. The fans will get interest. The fans will try. When it comes to being an in-ring technician, Cena's not that. He sucks as an in-ring technician. I don't know why people, when they grade Cena matches, they grade it based off his in-ring skills. Like, stop it. You're not trying to prove your point anymore. I mean, it's the same fucking point you've been saying for 10 plus fucking years. What you need to really talk about is how Cena has no aim or direction of the fucking storytelling. All Cena does is just rely on pretty much like hoping that the fans care. The only good thing about Cena in big matches is the fans. That's it. Because the fans are emotionally and invested into the match. They care about it and stuff like that. And that's what makes the match feel classic. The match feel good is because the fans are so invested in it. You know, I'm not like it's funny, like people will hate on Cena matches and yet they'll praise The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. Rock versus Hulk Hogan, if you watch it, fucking sucked. The crowd made that match. That's how it is with Cena. Most of his matches, they fucking suck with no crowd. But with the crowd, you got to add elements to that. You got to say why. So pretty much when it comes down to it, Cena can wrestle decent matches. He's like terrible. I want to say he's like the greatest in-ring worker I've ever seen. But he's not like the worst. Like that's where I don't understand where people think he's the worst. Maybe on a main event level, you can say that, yes. Like if you're just saying out of all the main eventers in WWE history, John Cena is the worst in-ring worker, I would agree with you there. Probably, yeah. He's probably not the best on the main event level, but when people say he's like one of the worst of all time, I go, the fuck? Did you guys even watch Great Khali? Watch like what we currently have going on in WWE today? Like, oh, god damn. Really, to be honest here, his biggest flaws are not really what he can do in the ring. Because when I look at main event wrestlers in the WWE, this is what I always say. How many top-end, big-time main eventers were actually good in the ring? Like, from an in-ring technical standpoint. Just Shawn and Bret. Those were the only two that were considered really good in the ring. Hulk Hogan wasn't really that good in the ring. If you look how Macho Man wrestles from today, you know, are you really going to try to convince me that Macho Man was some in-ring wizard? Try to convince me on that. So don't try. Macho Man was not like some in-ring wizard if you watch how he wrestled today. And then later on, when you look at Shawn and Bret, yeah, those are abnormalities. But when you look at Rock and freaking Austin, are you really going to sit here and try to tell me that Austin and Rock were some in-ring wizards? No. Rock and Austin were not that. You look at Brock Lesnar and freaking Triple H. They're great in-ring tech. They're great in-ring generals, but they're not in-ring wizards. They're not like great, and they're a really good story, those two, but they're not fucking like in-ring freaking wizards. And then afterwards, you look at Cena and Batista. Yeah, you can see right there, like Batista, obviously a much better wrestler than John Cena by far, a much better in-ring general than Cena. It's just that Cena gained more popularity than Batista. And then when you look at Punk and Bryan, you know, yeah, they're good. Bryan especially, Punk, all right. But even then, that's what I'm trying to say. When I look at main event wrestlers in the WWE, I don't give a fuck if you could put on a 5-star classic in-ring match, because really, to be honest here, that's not what I look for in a main event WWE wrestler. What I look for is, like, can you get the crowd invested, and can you do a good job? The crowd invested. He can make the fans care if he wins or fucking loses. That's why people react to him winning or fucking losing. No matter what you say, like Dan Bones did, the first thing he said is, when's the first time I'm going to see Cena off my TV? He gives a fuck. Cena gets him talking every single time. Notice how one of my longer segments right now is me talking about John fucking Cena. Because people care what you think about John Cena. That's why John Cena is the guy right now. He's the face that runs the place. So yeah, not the best in-ring worker. He is not really that good, to be honest. He's a terrible storyteller. But when it comes to big matches, and when it comes to fans caring, oh, they care. All right, so let's see. What questions did I miss while this was going on? I think a God versus AJ Styles WrestleMania match would have been great if Styles was a babyface. Yeah, I would agree with that. Cena versus Orton is the greatest rivalry in history. My God. There's a story. At this point, do you think the only way Brock can get his heat back is completely murders Goldberg at Mania? Pretty much, yeah. I feel like that's what they're trying to set up to, because Goldberg has murdered him twice. Like, pretty much, I wouldn't be surprised if the Brock Goldberg match goes the way like the Survivor Series match happens, where Goldberg hits the spear and the jackhammer, but instead of like Brock losing, he kicks out, and the fans go like fucking crazy and stuff like that. They're like, oh my God, Goldberg kicked out. Like, Brock kicked out, I mean. So yeah. Do you think we will ever see a New Japan versus WWE mega show in our lifetime? No. That'll be too much money that they don't want to spend, WWE. Bruce Blitz. Why? Why talk about Bruce Blitz? It's annoying. Bruce Blitz, like, seriously, like, it's funny. Like, he talks about how like Cena has been complacent with his whole career. I feel like Bruce Blitz has been complacent when it comes to talking about wrestling, because all he does is talk about Cena and Reigns now. That's the only way he gains traction. Do you guys notice that? Like most of his like major like Twitter rants and like what he talks about is like Cena and like Reigns. That's like the only thing people ever hear or care about him talking about. I feel like he's been complacent about how he does wrestling reviews. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, he could say Cena's complacent, but in my opinion, he's been complacent with the whole Cena and Reigns stuff. At least on the Twitter end. I don't know what he does on the Blitz Sports Network. I'm not a subscriber to that. To see someone in sports win shit for free here on YouTube, I think that makes no sense to me. If you want to pay for it, go right ahead. Go. But I'm not paying for that. That seems like a waste of money. I mean, for all I know, Bruce Blitz probably does a great job at breaking down a lot of stuff. I just don't understand why you would pay for you to talk about stuff that you can hear from podcasts that are free, from actual sports and stuff like that. So yeah, just don't get it. Do you think Ty Dillinger proved that you can get anything over as long as you try hard enough? I guess. I mean, he got it over with the hardcore fans. Let's see what he said. Let's see what he does with whatever. Who do you think would win in the debate with Good Mic Work and Schleg Daddy? Oh, Schleg Daddy. Good Mic Work stands no chance, dude. Like, Good Mic Work overrated as fuck. He's good. Like, I'm not saying Good Mic Work is bad or anything like that. Not a terrible YWC shooter, but when it comes down to a Good Mic Work, not as good as Schleg Daddy. No, Schleg Daddy would tear anyone to pieces. Like, Schleg Daddy wouldn't care. He would just laugh at most of your opinions anyways. Like, most of Good Mic Work stuff is just like random shit that he says, and somehow it happens. He just says, "Oh, look, guys, this is what's going to happen," and then it happens. What's your favorite match from Seth Rollins' 2015 title reign? Probably him versus Cena at SummerSlam. But was that really a good match? No. The Cena rants were so 2012. Yeah, no, exactly. Like seriously, like Cena rants, like why should I care that you're ranting about John Cena? I don't understand like how someone just pays money just to see like him just talk about shit like that. I mean, credit to him, he's a genius somehow for getting millions of people to like stuff like that. Like credit to him, like he's gotten like over tens of thousands of people to believe in him, pay money, but I just don't get it. I saw the piano promo for Chamber. I wonder if Matt Hardy can make his resurgence to WWE there. No. I would love to see Broken Matt come to the WWE in Vanguard 1 Chamber, but it's just not happening. Thoughts on Ambrose? People say he's overrated. Well, yeah, Dean Ambrose is overrated. He's just sloppy. He's like goofy to watch. I don't know. He's just not like Dean Ambrose used to be fun to watch. Now he's just like kind of lazy. He does like the same fucking wacky clothesline every other move. Like just not a huge Dean Ambrose fan. I'm not trying to say like the guy's like total trash. If I were to told you that Randy Orton would have won this year's Rumble like 1 year ago, would you believe me? I actually would kind of believe you there, Straight Shooter, because I'd just be all like, well, it depends on what they do with Orton. But yeah, I could believe it. I mean, you never count a Breakfast Club member who say they're going to win the Rumble. In what regard? Do you think I'll win the finals of the Interrupt Show debate? And what would your reaction if I won? First of all, I'll be surprised, Weston, if you can survive the right Smart Buster in fucking Wrestling Jesus. Good luck with that shit. Like, no offense, I don't know how Dory's going to handle them. She got mad at debating with me. I don't know how she's going to handle freaking Wrestling Jesus and freaking the Smart Busters. So, good luck. JD from NY or Bruce Blitz? I'll listen to Bruce Blitz over JD from NY any day of the week. I just feel Bruce Blitz, I will give him credit. He will listen to other people's opinions. He'll just shut them down really quickly. Give like Mad Genius and whoever else he has on there, just like a chance to talk. JD from NY is just like a total like you got to believe in everything he says. Like Bruce Blitz will like literally like just like sometimes if he's like he knows like he's losing an argument or winning an argument, he'll just let it go. He'll just like move on from it. JD from NY, it's like, oh, I gotta win this argument. I gotta be the guy. I gotta be correct on this shit. Like, dude, trust me. JD from NY, he would be afraid if a Chase Oliver came on his show. He would be afraid. That's why I never got an invitation. But it's all right. I don't get invitations from other people anyways. Matt from In the Ropes, so they invite me to try to reclaim my title, but whatever. Seen Rise promos, Reigns or Cena? I'll take Cena over Reigns. Oh, yeah, Calmania. Yeah, he's in there too. Is Ellsworth a wigger just like Cena? I think Ellsworth is the wigger like Cena. I don't think so. I'm not just picturing Ellsworth like a fucking sideways visor. Like he's wearing the like visor sideways. Ellsworth a wigger. No, I don't think so. Is Ambrose the most disappointing world champion in recent time? No, Brett Bullitt. That's called Kevin Owens. He's been pretty disappointing. You thought Kevin Owens would be a pretty good world champion, right? And then it's just like he's just like being Chris Jericho's goopy sidekick, calling people stupid idiots and putting them on the list. Drink it in, man. Like, oh God. Like when you're being Chris Jericho's fucking sidekick, you're doing something wrong. Triple H or HBK? Oh, I'm a Triple H fan more than HBK, so I'm gonna go with Triple H. But in ring wise, HBK. Overall, Triple H. I forgot. the chance that world champion is. I actually have the same problem with Don Tony Kevin Castle. He doesn't do it much now, but Casey used to talk over everyone. Oh, Kevin Castle, like Don Tony he has the patience of a saint, because like Kevin Castle will be like Don will be like, so and no, Don, listen, like I can't do it because I can't do Kevin Castle's voice justice because he always talks on the fucking phone and everything, so I can't really do it justice. But he's always like, like the fans just got to give Roman a chance, fuck it. They just don't want to give Roman a chance. They just don't want to do this. And then Don will be like, well, yeah, but no, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Sorry, Kevin, sorry. Just give him a chance, man. The fans don't know what they want. I guess. Literally, that's what he does. He literally talks over everyone, man. He still does it, man. Like you said, Jeremy, he doesn't do it much now, but he still does it. What if Dean Ambrose was booked like his Total Diva character would be more interesting. I didn't see that episode yet, Weston, but I heard it's really funny. Do you think people overrate Chris Jericho's recent run in WWE? Yes, because I think he's an overrated piece of shit. Oh, shit. I think a little bit, yeah. Like, Stupid Idiots was funny, but other than that, like, the list is stupid. Like, in my personal opinion, I think the list is dumb. Like, that's just me. Like, I'm just like, why, dude? Like, it's not doing anything to get Kevin Owens over. It's just getting Jericho over and making Owens, like, Jericho's sidekick. And, it's just so stupid and stuff like that. So, yeah. Favorite WrestleMania main event since 2008? Probably Rock versus Cena once in a lifetime. The first time. The only time, I guess. Yeah, Draven, I don't get it. Like, people like to say I'm like the biggest Roman Reigns nutcracker. Dude, Kevin Castle loves Roman Reigns, man. Like, Kevin Castle, man. Like, Kevin Castle literally is like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, people, like, I think you guys can agree that have watched my streams, have watched me. Yes, I'm a Roman Reigns fan. Yes, I've defended Reigns. But I know that Reigns is not really all that great. Like, I don't know if you guys feel like I treat Reigns like that, but I feel like I'm fair enough on Roman, where it's like I don't try to force you guys to like Roman, but I prove valid points about Roman Reigns that are true. So literally is the biggest Roman Reigns nut hugger on the YWC. It's not even fucking close. It's not even fucking close, man. Like, yeah. He's like he's so big into Roman. And yeah, and Balor too. He fucking loves Roman and Balor. Like, that's his dream match, dude. Like, I remember the Raw when they had the match, he thought it was like 5 stars or something. I'm being dead serious. That's how he is. Like, you guys don't believe me? Go watch any like Don Tony and Kevin Castle show back when WrestleMania 32 was going on. Oh my god, dude. He was like defending Roman to Kingdom Come, dude. Babe, let's see. What would happen if Scott Steiner would return to a stable with Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe? He's fat. That's what would happen. Rated? No. How can she be overrated? What would WWE do with Roman Reigns to get him cheer without muting the crowd volume? Brett Bullitt, that'd be called booking his character good, which WWE can't do because they suck at booking healers. They suck at booking baby faces because the heels get cheered and the baby faces get booed. Honestly, just have him beat people up, because they literally just had it where Roman Reigns just beat someone up and that's how he got over. Is Charlotte better than Trish? Fuck no. Hell no. Charlotte ain't on that level yet, but no. Not even close. What? I wish I could like edit in like little memes. I would edit in that Russell Westbrook meme where he goes, what? And then like that'd be it. But when you do YouTube and you do like talk about professional wrestling, everyone's gonna have their biases. Like not every wrestling fan, is gonna be unbiased on here. Like I'm biased towards Orton. Like you got and Triple H. Like say bad things about them. So it's like kind of like I've shitted on Roman before. Like I'm like my most recent video, I just called Roman Reigns the guy, that just a regular guy. Like, I didn't praise him at all. I didn't make Roman Reigns seem like a big deal. I kind of like shitted on Roman Reigns a little bit. So it wasn't like I was making Roman Reigns seem like a big deal or anything like that. But yeah. My dream feud is Scott Steiner versus Kevin Owens. Okay. I love Bayley, but I'll admit because she's not good on the mic. Yeah, no, Bayley's not that good on the mic. I had a dream of being a wrestler. Does the IWC overrate how great Daniel Bryan is? To some extent, like I think Daniel Bryan's actually really good. Like, I think a lot of people get that misconception that I think Daniel Bryan sucks. I think he's good. He's like, I feel like what they overrate is the fact that he can be like a plus, like, hey, I'm the face of the company. Like, Daniel Bryan cannot be the face of the company. Daniel Bryan can be a guy that is a part of the company that you put on the posters, but he can't be the face of the company. Like, you're not building your company around Daniel fucking Bryan. You know? So, yeah. Christian or Jericho? Gotta go with Jericho. I like Christian, but Jericho's a little bit more of my favorite. Draven G says, I also remember the Mania review they did where they had one of the guys on Wrestling Soup. Yeah, Anthony. Shout out to Anthony Missionary Thomas. Great guy. On, and Casey just took over most of the show. One of the Soup guys was actually getting pissed. Yeah, Tom Missionary is a cool guy. We had him actually on the Team Hill podcast, and he was like really cool and stuff like that. I remember him and I were talking. It was a fun time. Like we didn't argue, which was great. Like I was so happy that I could finally like talk to one of the bigger name YWC people or like people and stuff like that. I was just like, oh fuck yeah. And I was like super excited. I was like, I can't wait to talk about stuff with them. And he was really cool, really respected. He said, like, oh yeah, dude. He's like, I don't know how you like, I remember he told me, he's like, I don't know how you don't have like what's it called, like your own radio show. You seem like you would kill it. I was like, no, don't have time for it. I have this. I think I'm killing it. I'm doing better than most streams. Getting better by the week. I promise you guys, I told you I'll try to make more fucking be more consistent. Solution. Look at me. All right, we're gonna answer a few more questions, and then I gotta head out because I'm tired and shit like that. So I gotta hit the hay. It's not that I stayed up all night. It's just shit that I had to do with the doctors. What's one of the themes missing on Baron Corbin? I think he has potential WWE champion on him. An interesting look. He just doesn't have a good look. He just looks like he's just like any douchey dude. Maybe try something a little bit different. Who knows? Thoughts on Josh Matthews as a commentator? He sucks. Anyways, guys, that's the way to end this Q&A. Josh Matthews sucks. Fuck it. If you guys like what you saw, hit that like button. Remember, if you guys are watching this via the archive, if you have a question or something that I didn't talk about this episode, make sure to leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get to it next episode when I can. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at ChaseOver68. Give this video a big old thumbs up. I'll see you guys later this week for Super Bowl talk between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. All right, guys. Have yourself a good one. Peace.